It started as a deal to clean up a mess. What it became was one of the biggest oops moments in human history. One signature, one negotiation, and suddenly, half a country was no longer his. This is the unbelievable true story of the leader who accidentally sold half his nation and didn't fully understand what he'd done until it was too late. In the early 1800s, France owned an enormous stretch of land in North America called Louisiana. This wasn't a single state. It was a vast wilderness stretching from the Gulf of Mexico all the way to modern-day Canada. It included rivers, forests, plains, and territory larger than nearly all of Europe. And the man in charge of it was Napoleon Bonaparte, the greatest military mind of his era. He conquered nations on horseback. He crowned himself emperor. He feared nothing except losing control. France was struggling to hold onto Louisiana. Disease had crushed French troops in the Caribbean. Britain ruled the seas. Revolts, war, and distance made Louisiana feel less like a possession and more like a liability. Napoleon needed money, fast. So he made a decision he believed was temporary. He would sell a small piece of the land, just a slice, just to raise funds, just to buy weapons and strengthen France's army. Simple, controlled, smart. Except that's not what happened. American negotiators arrived expecting to buy one city, New Orleans. Nothing more. It was a port, a single dot on the map. But France shocked them with an offer nobody expected. We'll sell you everything. Not part of Louisiana, not a coastal strip, all of it. Over 800,000 square miles, rivers, plains, mountains, forests, for about $15 million. Napoleon, under pressure and paranoia, believed Britain would take the land anyway, so he might as well sell it quickly and profit before it was seized by force. To him, it felt like selling a fading asset. To America, it was winning the lottery. Almost overnight, the size of the United States doubled. And Napoleon? He had just sold more land than any ruler in history, with a signature written in urgency and fear. By the time the deal was done, it sank in. What he had let go wasn't worthless. It was limitless. In the years that followed, the sold territory would produce gold, oil, millions of lives, and one of the most powerful nations on Earth. Napoleon gained temporary cash. America gained a future. And France gained a regret. Napoleon would later admit that the sale strengthened the United States in ways he could never undo. He hadn't just sold land. He had sold possibility, power, destiny, and what makes the story almost poetic, Napoleon would eventually lose everything himself. Exiled, defeated, stripped of his empire. The man who once ruled Europe was reduced to a tiny island. The man who sold half a world, left with almost none. And that is the cruel irony of history. Sometimes leaders don't lose their countries through war. They lose them through ink. If you enjoyed this story of ambition, miscalculation, and unintended empire building, like the video, subscribe and stick around. Because history is full of moments that changed the world by mistake.